part 14 of the Voyager build. Last video we had the decals laid down and we just needed to put some clear lacquer over those just to seal those in. That's actually been done. You could say it might be a little bit of a step going from where I was to now sort of saying, hey, it's finished. But really, to be quite honest, there wasn't a lot of work that needed to be done to it. It was really just a case of unmasking all the windows and the chiller grills and the passade scoops and the deflector array and putting the deflector array dish in and the auxiliary deflector array dish. So, you know, I didn't really want to sort of start this update really with, hey look, here's me some taking off some masking tape, isn't this fun? Wouldn't have really made for a good update, so I kind of skipped that bit. Ship's finished, it's behind me now, so that's absolutely fantastic. There was a 4-month hiatus with this one because I had to build the Valiant, but she's done and she's looking good. I just really want to go over some of the things that we've done, but we'll do that whilst we're actually looking at the ship rather than just like looking at my ugly mug. I think that's the fairest thing to do. So I'm going to get the camera set back up again and we'll take a look at the ship. So there she is in all her glory. She's on a temporary stand at the moment. I am going to be putting her on a different stand. I've decided that the stand that I'm using for the Kazon torpedo, I'm going to be using one that's similar, although slightly larger. The reason being is I just want the builds to, I want the Deep Space Nine and the Voyager builds to look slightly different stand-wise. So I've decided to go for that more rustic sort of stand look really. It was just really because of the torpedo that kicked that little phase off, I think, more than anything else. But yeah, she's looking good, 100% complete. We've done a lot of work to this kit, to be quite honest, to get it to this stage. I mean, we've completely reworked the sensor band housing to get that more rounded rather than the squared off that it was. We just basically had to fill in the sidewalls to do that, to get them like that. Used 2mm stock styrene for that. We've removed all of the detail that was on the top of the bridge up here and replaced that with the photo etch kit from Paragraphics. The sensor band at the back as well of the kit, this was moved back 2mm. This detail here was removed and replaced as well because that wasn't looking too good. We've also got down on the inside of the pylons here, we've added that detail there and also on the other side. That was missing on the kit. And if we just bring the camera down, we can also see some of the, hopefully we'll be able to see some of the detail work that we've done at the bottom of the ship. There we go. So this detail here was removed from the ship and replaced with stock styrene, and then the photo etch kit added to it. The dome at the, let's see if we can get in a little bit closer there. There we go. This dome here was actually removed and completely replaced. That was using stock styrene and a ball bearing. We've also replaced this detail section here as well with stock styrene, and we've also on the back of the ship just these points here, the details there were removed, and again we use stock styrene for those. And then if we just come up one level, we've also got some little stock styrene round tubes put in there like we're meant to, and it's also the same on the other side as well. We also, whilst we was there, widened the airlock door there as well. That was too narrow, so we pulled it back that way by about 2mm. just to help widen that up and give it a better look. We've also used the Paragraphics photo etch in there as well. We've got the torpedo tubes that are lit up as well. So yeah, we've put quite a bit of work into this one actually, to be fair. She's looking good. Paint wise, as you can most probably see just by looking down on that now, you can start to see that sort of slight Aztec pattern coming through. As I say, I didn't really want it too dark. I didn't want it to sort of stand out at you. And it's only really around those kind of sections, you know, for the windows, you know, these kind of panels here where that work was carried out. But she's looking really good. And then we've got the missing lifeboats in as well. That was the Paragraphics photo etch set as well. These ones you need to actually bend into shape to get them to conform to all the curves there. We've got all of the decals on the kit too. So that was fun. That took a little while to do with, but still good fun. So if we just bring the camera back out a second, and then we can take a shot with the lights on. So there she is. Let's just turn off some of these lights. So there you go. So that's with one set of lights turned off. You've still got a little bit of glare coming off of from different lights there, but I think that actually makes it look a little bit atmospheric actually, with that little bit of light coming off of it. And then if we just turn those off, bam, she goes completely dark. And you can see the strobe lights. We've got one just there, and then we've got one just there as well. And then we've also got the, I'm not sure whether we can pan the bridge around or not. Yeah, but in the front there as well, we've also got the floodlight, which is looking quite good. And then if we just come to the front of the model and then just take the camera down, be able to see the deflector array come into view, and the anti-collision light underneath the ship as well. Now, as usual, the deflector array there is sort of overexposed, really, I guess you could say. But in person, that is a really nice steady glow. I'm not sure whether we can actually zoom into this or not. It might sort of settle down if we can zoom into a little bit. No, it's not, unfortunately. Oh, there you go. Now that's the kind of glow that I'm actually getting from myself. You can see we've got all the little lines in there as well from all that masking and painting that we did on that section as well. And then we've also got the photon torpedo launchers at the front there, glowing as well, which is fantastic. And then we've got all the little windows that are lighting up. And I think I've actually, yeah, I've just seen these windows at the front there. I forgot to remove the masking tape. Oops. So I'll do that in a bit. So we spotted that together. And then if we bring the ship around to the side, you'll be able to see the belly anti-collision light bleeping away there quite nicely, and you'll be able to also see the one at the back on the fantail that's lighting up and flashing away like a good one. And then if we bring the camera in a little bit, no, you're not going to be able to see it from that angle. Okay. What we do is we move the camera up. Now you can see the Bassard scoops there, and also the chiller grills lighting up quite nicely. So there you go. You can now see the impulse engines as well, just there, that are lit up, and they're looking quite good. And then if we just spin her around a little bit, I'm not sure whether we can, there we go. And you can see we've got the navigation lights there, and also the rear blinky. And then if we just spin her down a bit, there you go, you can see the rear lights there as well, which is fantastic. I really am happy with this kit, to be quite honest. This was my nemesis, as most of you know, so it's always good to be able to conquer your nemesis and beat them into shape. And then if we just look at the top of the ship, so we've done some light work up on the top of the bridge section that hopefully is coming to view now. That's it, yeah, we've got, as you can see there, we've got the little windows at the top of the bridge put in as well, like they should be. And now you can see the glow there coming off of the floodlight. Now unfortunately, due to the curvature there in the saucer section, it doesn't really light up the registry, but that's because you can't really bend the light down that way. I mean, that was actually all done by CGI more than anything else, and most probably smoke and mirrors as well. But that's the model itself. I am really happy with the way that she's turned out. You know, and I really have enjoyed building this model, even though there was a 4-month hiatus. But I really have enjoyed building this kit, and I hope that you've enjoyed watching this build, even though there has also been a 4-month hiatus on this one. So hopefully you'll join me in the Kazon torpedo. I shall get the part 2 out for that next week. So until then, thanks for watching, and please do take care.